And I'm sitting there just like, it is quite easy to apply that to more intimate matters, is how I will phrase it.
Oh.
And it just clicked today.
Nice.
It just clicked. This is
Hi,
why
Twitch.
I didn't say anything.
Hi. Hi, people on the internet that are probably not watching us yet. We'll be late. They can't see us. They didn't see your jazz hands.
That's fine. It helps inform my voice.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, today's probably going to be a quick session, too. Because I didn't do food shopping yet. It's going to be a quickie.
Yeah, sometimes you need a quickie. Get you in, get you out, you're good to go.
I think you're muted, Danny.
Yes, I'm muted. Hashtag the streamer. I don't remember. I'm playing in enough games. I don't know how everybody keeps track because I'm just like, where am I in this game now? What did we just do last session?
We killed a bunch of wyverns.
Right.
Yes.
And we went to the town, and
they were scared shitless of your dragon.
The dragon landed, and the boy ran away after peeing on me.
Yep. I will retweet that in a second.
And we went up to the top of the mountain.
Oh my god, this tweet that Dory just retweeted. A guy just tried to mansplain to me what a sawhorse is, but I shut him down because I'm well aware that it's the past tense of seahorse. Thanks!
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh my god, that's great.
I love it.
That was pretty good. That one was really good.
I like that.
That was more than pretty good. Really, really very good.
Yep. That was excellent.
Excuse me.
Wow!
Yes.
Usually I mute myself for those, but...
It's alright. You're okay. I legit watched the girl streamer's 2-year anniversary last night. There was more belching on there than you would think you would hear from a bunch of women.
Well, after what you tell me about the bathrooms, why is that a surprise?
You know.
No, I don't. Tell me.
I don't want to tell you.
What, because then you'd have to kill me?
No.
No.
Then I'd have to, bleach my ears and stuff for having said it again. Having listened to it once more.
Alright, now Strem ready.
Okay. Strem ready, gotcha.
I try to get all the things, the chat popped out and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
I cannot wait till food is here. I'm so hungry.
I'm not, but I do need to take some ibuprofen or something.
I did not see the end of your stream because I fell asleep again for an hour.
Oh, that's fine. Again, it was just more of me failing.
Yes, but you fail so entertainingly.
There was a lot. This stream definitely made up for the. I want to say like the decreased swearing that's been happening was not a problem this stream.
Yeah, I noticed it even in the part that I actually did see.
Back to form.
Yes. with many of your catchphrases all in a row.
It happens,
no, we're
man.
fine. We're fine. We're fine. Fuck.
You want some of this? You want some of this? You can't handle this.
Oh,
Is that
no.
immediately also followed by fuck?
Depends.
Sometimes
I succeed.
It can.
Oh man.
Oh no.
It's pretty great.
I still think the best is when I was doing like the dragon hunting and Inquisition. That was probably the best.
Oh, come on, Jeff.
Yeah, I
don't.
mean, it hasn't been 15. It's not 15 after yet, so.
I know.
Horizon Zero Dawn was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I am highly tempted to when I get my new PC built to save up for a PlayStation. Just to play some of the exclusive games.
They got some good ones. They do.
I mean, I think
Horizon
Zero Dawn had your longest string of fucks that I've ever heard.
It might have. It might have.
They went by so fast I lost count.
Because I think it was probably against like that very first big blocky robot boss. That was jarring. Because it was also
one of
the
those,
one where, cause, like, you're on
you
that
need one of those
top
clicker
platform.
counters.
Huh?
So
Yeah,
Danny
I
needs one of
should.
those clicker counters.
That would probably help. But no, that's the one like you're on the top platform, and then it drops you, which also damages you, and it's just like, by the way, here's this boss.
So misadventure counts are deaths per game. We should count your fucks per game.
Yeah, and actually somebody in the chat was talking about like asking like, oh, do I have like bots set up to do like stuff like quotes and other things?
Oh jeez, you should. Oh my god.
I have no. I'd be happy to do it. I just have no idea how to.
Oh, they're pretty easy. It's Nightbot.
Okay. I thought I had Nightbot still. I thought I still had Nightbot in there. Okay, so I had to do a thing with Nightbot.
Yeah. I think it's a default. It's a default command in Nightbot for quotes, where people can add quotes in. If you say everybody can use that.
So do you like at Nightbot ! Quotes?
No, it'll be exclamation point or whatever the command is, and then you put the quote in.
Okay.
And it'll basically create an array for all your quotes.
Gotcha. So we need quotes and swear words.
Quote.
I mean, there's going to be like 200 different variations of that.
Fuck!
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. We're not fine. We're not fine. Fuck.
No,
God,
no, that dragon.
God fucking
there's
damn
no
it,
dragon.
son of a whore.
There's no dragon here. There's no dragon here. It'll be fine. There's no dragon. Oh shit!
No, that dragon came out of fucking nowhere.
As dragons do.
Whatever, man. I don't need this. I don't need your judgment.
We're not judging you. We're highly entertained.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's there. I still find it so funny. I legitimately started streaming my video games to train myself out of cursing so much. That is how it started. Not even kidding. So just like, okay, because I'm like, I swear just as much. At this point, possibly a little bit less when I'm offline. But I'm just like, no, I'm gonna stream it and train myself out of swearing. And then I started with the Kingdom Hearts games, which immediately killed that.
How's that working for you?
It did not work at all. Danny was there. I mean, I'm pretty sure as soon as I got Donald in the party, that was dead.
Yep. Fuck you, Donald.
We've got a
You
Jeff.
piece of shit. Why can't you fucking heal me? Fucking heal me.
Donald Duck is fucking worthless. Hi, Jeff.
He comes
Good
in.
try.
Why can't you
Good
fucking
try.
heal me?
Good try.
The look on Jeff's face, like, wait, who am I supposed to heal?
Although, speaking of healing, that's a neat spell. I like that.
Alright. So Jeff's in the right spot, Danny's in the right spot. I just gotta swap around the sad panda and Alicia.
So loud. So loud.
You come over here. And sad panda goes over here.
Because Ria's on her springu breaku.
Yes, which I forgot about.
Oh, you need to tell Jeff what her tweet that you were just talking about, because it's pretty awesome.
It's gone. Like, it's way in my friggin'... I will tell him here in just a second. I'm trying to get the
Did she
screen
tweet
captures
something?
correct. She retweeted something from somebody, which is fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
good. I like it.
Okay.
I am tempted to also retweet it. It's pretty funny.
Somehow Alicia got louder
Oh,
than every other human being in this chat. It was like exceptional.
Alicia's just super excited.
anything.
I know. Maybe change your microphone. I don't know. But
Nope, it's the microphone.
you're being
Yeah,
picked up.
didn't change to me. Did you accidentally hit her volume slider on her picture?
Oh, did you?
No, they were still set at half volume, like I have everybody
That's
else's.
weird.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Maybe it's my computer.
I know, because
Or it's
normally
just
if
you.
somebody's volume jumps, it jumps for everybody. But
Yeah,
if it stays the
it
same
didn't
for
jump for
you
me.
two, I'm not sure.
Maybe I just last time we played, I had the volume on my computer down
Maybe
lower.
maybe your computer inherently knows that Alicia is the true star, and automatically boosted her volume accordingly.
Oh, so this game is all about the Alicia's character's family, and the rest of us are just kind of side characters.
Pretty much. I mean, that's kind of been how it's been so far.
Well,
Everybody's a star in their own way. Some stars just shine 10 times brighter.
That is not what this game is about. Just unfortunately, that seems to be what's happened.
well, I mean,
At least recently.
I mean, when we go to Nicopolis, it kind of comes to Claudia's show. It just
Well,
like
I mean,
we're Mazanos.
I mean, she's wealthy with extended family and the complications that go with that.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're on her honeymoon to go see her new house.
No, this is not her honeymoon.
Plus
We're
they buy us
getting a
things.
redo.
Plus they buy us things, so
Not anymore. Ooh, that's the responsibility gift.
Alistair still got money.
You guys. Yeah.
I'm gonna put our faces live in just a second. I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay.
Alright. No. Well,
So did you guys have good St. Patrick's Days?
I didn't really do anything for it. Although, for once, the delivery person didn't look at me strangely when I came to the door with a green face. Because I did that. I told you what I did. You just gotta, like, blink. Whatever. Here you go.
I love it.
Me and my roommate drank on Friday night, so when Saturday came, like, the combination of food and alcohol from Friday kind of messed up my stomach. And then I had pizza during Saturday, and I just had this crazy indigestion. So, like, even, like, drinking beer, my stomach was like, no, thank you. So I just went to bed at, like, 9 o'clock. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go to sleep.
I, along with Alicia, played D&D.
Yep.
Had we had interesting interactions. I'm still
Yes, we
suffering.
did.
I'm still suffering from deep trauma.
I mean, we all do that at some point.
And then I played WoW for the rest of the day and ended up in an Antaurus raid, which I know means nothing to you, but that kept me up until 2 in the morning, and then I got up at 4:30 to do Dungeons and Coffees.
Yep.
So
Why
Didn't have a whole lot of sleep.
do they do Dungeons and Coffees on on the Eastern side time?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 a.m. Eastern.
So that's
5
5
a.m.
a.m.
He gets up
here.
at 4:30. I get up
Yeah.
at 5:30 for Mountain Time.
Jesus, you
Yeah.
guys. That's dedication.
That is some fucking dedication, to be sure.
Granted, to be fair, like 5:30 is the first alarm for. Actually, sometimes the second alarm from when I get up for work anyway. So I'm just like, all right, I'll just add Sunday to it. It's not that much of a difference for me.
It is for me, but you know. And there have been times where I've just said fuck it and I've slept anyway and then come in right at the end of the stream.
Yeah,
Right.
most of the time you would. It's the two have to get up earliest,
I know, and all these
For
other
there.
wusses.
right? I know Bird's out in
Bird-
farm country
Bird
right
had
now,
an
so he gets
excuse.
it back. And he's normally the other one who's there,
Yeah.
who's central, so that's still earlier than Eastern.
And then there's good guy. I mean, really, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you're
Yeah,
just
but
now
it's like
getting
it's
up.
like lunchtime for him.
Oh.
Right?
I guess it is lunch on a It's Monday. No,
No,
not.
it's still Sunday for him.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, that's right because it's still the same day. Oh yeah.
For me? Yeah, it's still Sunday. If this was Monday, I'd be at work.
No,
No,
for
no, I was-
somebody.
no,
Somebody else I
somebody
can't
in
play with.
across the way.
Because two of our players are in Australia and New Zealand, so they're
Down
playing
under.
like
They're
early.
playing from the future.
Yes.
They're on the other side of the world. Okay, so faces our lives. We're doing things. I can't get comfortable. Stupid chair.
Buy a new one.
I haven't got my $400 out of this one yet.
Oh, we have more people. Hello. Hello, nice people.
Hello, people. How are
One of
you?
those
Watching me
One of
eat
those
my English muffin.
really nice
Hello,
office
Internet.
chairs that are designed for 8+ hours of sitting. It's all mesh, so I don't get sweaty and hot and nasty. So,
The ergonomic ones?
yeah, it's a little ergonomic, but it's not like the $1,000 chairs that you can get. Jesus Christ, I'm not paying that number. Anyway, yes, welcome to the stream, guys. Folks out in the Twitch world. We're gonna do some announcements real quick. First announcement is there is a March giveaway for a Pathfinder module called Wrath of the Jotun. I can't see if it's showing up well. There we go. Ish.
It is.
It is.
It is, like I said, Pathfinder. So if you're into Pathfinder, that is something you might want to take a look at snagging. To enter that, thank you for the giveaway link, Alicia.
There we go.
You can go there. It is 5 gold pieces, which is the fake in-stream currency that you earn at 10 gold pieces for 10 minutes of watching. 1 ticket is 5 gold pieces. So you only have to, you can get 2 tickets for watching for 10 minutes.
And you can do that by doing ! enter, a space, and then the amount.
Yes. Or by
There are
going that
other
link
thing-
and entering that way.
There are other things you can do with those.
There are other things, like you can redeem them for puns.
I knew it. That's why I moved the book closer. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
If you watch any of my regular console games, you can also redeem them for really obnoxious sound effects.
I should do that one of these days.
Most of them are Mass Effect sound effects, because I like Mass Effect.
I bet if tea kettles could whistle a tune, it would be Home on the Range.
It's good.
Thank you, Puntress.
That was good.
You are welcome. High
People
quality
never-
entertainment here.
People will never have enough gold for the thing because they keep spending it on all your damn puns.
The only people who spend it on puns are the people who aren't going to enter.
Yeah.
I thought it was just people that hated me and wanted to see me tortured.
Ooh.
Richard,
Ooh.
are you implying that my humor harms you?
Yes, there's a part of my
Good.
soul that slowly dies each time I hear a pun. You're not the only one, though. There's a few
I'm the
others
best
that
one.
make puns. Yeah, you're pretty good at them.
That's because I was born from them.
Molded by them.
Have you not met the Grand Master?
I'm just like, that's really not an exaggeration.
I think he's heard the Grandmaster. Grandmaster's here 2 or 3 sessions ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she comes by it legitimately.
So
It's just like, I used to also not like puns, and then I realized it hurt other people more than me.
good reason, I guess. Anyway, so guys, the other thing is it's coming up on the end of the month for our donations this month to the Alzheimer's Association. If you'd like to donate to the Alzheimer's Association, please click on their link below. It'll take you onward to Tiltify. There you can donate. If you... What does that look for, Alicia?
No, keep going. It has nothing to do with the game.
Okay. If you'd like to do that, and you'd like to buy the players something to add to their... at least some of their growing lists of things they're not using. Particularly Dory and Jeff, who have, like just a ton of nat 20s.
Yeah. Keep them coming, guys.
I use
Keep
mine.
them coming.
I know,
Keep 'em
and
coming.
Danny uses his. You can purchase advantage or disadvantage. You can purchase magic items. Common magic items include health potions and low-level spell scrolls. Those will stay with them until they're used. Anything above common is going to be considered a temporary magic item, and it'll stay with them for the duration of the particular nonprofit that we are benefiting. So it'll be 2 months now instead of 1. You can also get them natural 20s or natural 1s, D10 inspiration dice. You're welcome, Danny. You're welcome. For those of you not aware of what the Alzheimer's Association does, it is the leading voluntary health organization in Alzheimer's care support and research. And I always say this jokingly, but I'm a little serious. Donating to them would probably be a huge favor to me, because if you've ever seen me try to figure out words should not be that hard. Because apparently being a diabetic can cause nerve damage in the brain and have Alzheimer's-like symptoms. So, please donate. Make my future better. Alright. I think that covers what I got to spiel out there. Let's go ahead and go around and tell us who you are, who you play, and all that fun stuff. Alicia.
I am Energy 9. I play Claudia Vingard, a human sorceress, who is not on her honeymoon, because this doesn't count.
Sure.
Okay.
She's
All
married.
right.
This is not her honeymoon.
Thou denial too much.
Alright.
Dory
Dory.
Shakespeare.
Thou protest too much.
I'm Sad Panda. I'm not here. Jeff.
That's so bad. Hi, I'm Jeff. I play Basil. He's totally on Claudia's honeymoon.
No. No. Nope.
He's having a great time, and yeah.
Danny.
I'm Tunarth, and I'm playing Koltash Takarn, the half-orc paladin, who...
Is also on Claudia's honeymoon.
Well, yeah. He has gone on to and is starting to work on advanced cape maneuvers.
Yes.
And Claudia's brother's a dick. including not only actually her brother, but all of the male members of her family except for Tesrir.
Dwarf might have been okay, but he was insane, so what you want to do?
Well, and, now he's dead, so it's kind of a moot point.
Exactly.
And
but
his
also not
opinion
part of your human family.
And his opinion of
Fair
Basil
caveat.
has gone up recently due to Basil's temporary acquisition of a cape of his own. And so, solidarity and capes.
Very much. We're friends now.
I wouldn't go that far.
The best of friends.
Koltash wouldn't go that far either, but it's a start.
And now I have that song in my head.
The best.
Did
Best
he
of
tell you
friends.
about best friend?
They're the best of friends. It's from a Disney movie. Is it the Fox and the Hound?
Oh, that would explain why I don't remember.
Oh.
I haven't seen that movie in years. Maybe.
Think it's the Fox and the Hound.
I believe you.
Okay. Would like
Isn't
to
there a
recap.
song about friends in Hunchback with the gargoyles?
No, there isn't. Shut up.
I haven't seen that in a while either.
Why that?
But I assume there is.
Nope.
With that
doesn't
response.
exist.
Wow.
Oh
That was.
my! All right, this warrants deeper investigation.
No, it does not. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, it does.
Don't we have a D&D game to play? Shouldn't we recap that?
Well, there is.
I mean,
What's the recap?
while you're doing the recap, somebody will be researching this.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, I'll do the recap. So, last game,
Oh yeah, that's Koltesh and
we were told
I refuse to click it.
to go
it's not the Hunchback.
exterminate some wyverns. The wyverns turned out to be fire wyverns and not normal wyverns, some kind of weirdo wyverns. The dragon almost died.
Hence, we almost died.
Well, some of you almost died.
No, I meant later.
Oh, yeah. We were threatened with death if the dragon died, for sure.
I mean,
and
you weren't technically threatened with death. It was implied.
we were left. We left it off with knowing that there were tracks for 3 wyverns that had left the cave. But we've already killed 2 wyverns outside of the cave, so technically I think there's only 1 left. So, yeah.
Maybe I can get that one later.
Yeah. It's just 1 wyvern. How much harm could it do?
It's fine.
Yeah.
What's it gonna do? Breed with itself? It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'd be more worried about why they can suddenly breathe fire.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
So that's the gist of last episode.
I
Yeah.
believe the song is called "Out There," Danny.
No.
That's not the one where he's like he wants to go out there and the gargoyles are trying to convince him not to.
Or perhaps. I haven't seen it in forever either. At any rate, it's a moot point.
But that link is totally Koltesh and Basil now. Such a cute scene too. I couldn't find the scene with the fox and the hound playing together.
I really hate that particular video though, because whoever posted the lyrics.
Sorry.
I didn't click it, so I don't know.
YOUR when YOUR the best of friends. When your
Grammar.
oh dear heavens.
Stop watching it,
Oh
Danny.
dear.
No, I did. I turned it off after the second instance.
Okay.
It's like, nope.
Compound error.
Alright. So you guys are still in this cavern.
Well, next,
have-
so we flew out and we were in the town. Yeah, like we did the cave. We eliminated the things. We left, landed in a town. Everybody got scared of the dragon. The guy, because the guy peed on Koltesh before he hopped
that was
off.
before the cavern.
No. We ended in the cavern.
We ended there. We ended in the cavern.
No, you
ended
ended in the cavern.
Yeah, the guy peeing on me was before we flew
the
up
cavern.
to the cave.
Sorry, okay. Never mind. So yeah, we ended in the cavern. Sorry, I thought that was after.
That's why the map still has us kind of in the cavern.
Yeah,
Please
and
donate
in fact,
to the Alzheimer's Association to also help Alicia.
and I'm still where I was left, which is near the entrance to the cave.
Near the entrance. And let me
along
scroll
with-
back up.
What's his face?
See your survival checks. Claudia, and Basil. Koltesh, not so much. With your 9. Noticed that, scroll up so the chat can see them. So last week, I had you guys end on survival checks to determine if you could tell what was going on with the footprints in this area. And it looks like recently, roughly 3 wyverns exited the cavern because their footprints are over top of yours coming in.
So there were some in a different part of the cave that left probably once they heard the sounds of combat.
So it wasn't the 2 that we killed.
Thanks and Wills.
So
There's
it's
a
3
raid.
more.
Ooh.
Thank you for the raid and whittles. Yes, there were 3 more that exited.
Waffles.
Waffle
raid! Go Waffles. Go Waffles. Go
I went to Waffle House
Go
and I
Waffles.
didn't even eat waffles. I feel so bad now.
Was all you got that lousy t-shirt?
It's a great T-shirt. Thank you very much.
You know what I meant.
Do I?
Yes, you do. You're being
Do we?
deliberately...
Yeah, I am.
So yeah, there was it looks like there's evidence of 3 wyverns that decided to hightail it out.
Yes,
For all the nice and good people, well then I'm out.
That's. I don't want to lie, but I also don't want to be cutting.
Burn!
Just say accurate.
Oh, burr. That's super burr.
In Wills. Burning the Baz.
And Wills didn't come to play.
Sorry, Basil. Ooh.
So mean. But yeah, so 3 wyverns are escaped. But we're kind of tired.
Yep, you just had a pretty major battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think trying to chase after those 3 is a good idea right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, with the exception of Koltesh and the dragon, are pretty well off as far as their hit points go. But I think Koltesh used all of his lay on hands last
He
session
did.
too.
Oh, yes,
He
I
did.
did.
I have. Hold on.
So I'm not actually horrible, but I'm down by like a third.
Yeah, you're not horrible, but you probably would not survive well.
Do you need some healing, Koltesh?
What I need is the rest.
We need to rest, because even though,
Okay.
there's some spell depletion, and also, if the Ravens escape, they're probably flying, and Ramir's hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's
well,
the bigger question. Ramir is very injured.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Yes.
for Amir, and I'll basically.
Where
Cast.
are you going to come back from where you are?
You guys are
towards the front
all-
of the cave.
You guys are all right there. You didn't move your tokens, but you're all right there towards that entrance area of the cave.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
I'll cast Cure Wounds twice on him.
Okay.
3 points. 3 twice.
Plus 6.
Ones, man. 1 on a D8. That sucks.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Twice?
Ramir
Twice! That's brutal.
looks down at you, like his snout right up, like he turns and looks at you, snout right up against your face, and exhales a little bit and quietly says, and it's quiet to him, but it's very loud because he's right next to you.
Yeah.
Stop wasting your spells.
I've got one more. One more. Just in case we need to get away.
It is probably best if we retreat for now. We have gotten rid of the bulk of the force, it seems.
Yeah.
But we are tired, injured, and the resources are lower.
And hopefully those 3 were men. Were male versions and they can't procreate.
Sure.
Alright, and
sure.
Sure.
I believe last time you got 15 glands, is that right?
I think I wrote it down.
That
Probably
sounds.
sounds right.
No, it was 14.
Well, plus the one he had before, I think.
Plus the one he had before is
yes,
15.
okay,
Yes.
15.
Yeah, I think it was a grand total of 15.
Total. Yes, it was a total of 15 because it was one from before and then 14 here because there were 8, but he only got 1 each out of 2 of them and then 2 off the rest.
And I think when you did a check on the wyvern glands, and I think you rolled a natural 20. I'm not going to roll all the way back up the check, and I just
Yes.
know it was stupidly high.
Yeah. Nope, I got a nat 20 on my stuff.
Okay. So you guys, Ramirez is okay with resting here. It's his home now.
Sure.
And you take a moment and you sit down with the gland, or one of the glands, and this will actually use up one of them, just because you're playing with it and trying to figure out what it does and all that fun stuff.
Tell me your secrets.
Yeah. There is a very viscous fluid when you squeeze it that comes out. And Claudia's affinity to fire, would she try and do anything with that?
Sure, why not? I don't randomly set things on fire. I haven't done that recently.
But would you? I mean, you know they breathe fire. Would you do anything with the gland with fire?
Yeah, see if it's, they confirm if this is fire resistance or would fire boost it at all.
Okay.
Or,
How are you gonna do that?
But she wants to investigate the glands too?
Yeah, she rolled a nat 20 on it, I think.
I did. So, but I'd use Firebolt, because that's my cantrip.
But what would you? I mean, tell me what you're doing with it.
Oh, tell me. Okay, so I have the gland right of it squeezes a viscous fluid. Actually, can I collect some of that, like in a little?
Yeah, you have an empty.
Yeah.
Somebody has an empty healing potion vial.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll use a potion to collect some of that fluid, and then after that, she'd probably put a little in her hands and see if she could, maybe squeeze a little more out and see if that catches on fire, and that's what causes the explosion.
What does the fluid look like?
It's pretty clear.
Is it?
It's a pretty thick. Almost like, as far as semi-used motor oil, thick.
Any color or scent to it?
No, it's clear, and it has an acrid scent.
Acrid.
Did you figure out what we were going to do with it last time? Or after?
No, that's what we're doing now.
I know what it's gonna do.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're trying to figure out.
Yeah, I was gonna try and figure out a way maybe of making either a flamethrower. If her experiment here works, I could apply it to arrows and we could light the arrow tips on fire.
That's why I'm asking how you're experimenting
Exactly,
with what exactly are you doing?
Right. So first, I would collect some. I would collect some of the liquid to set aside for further experiments. I dribble a little more out on the cavern floor and see if that catches on fire after I firebolt it.
Okay. my question is, on the cavern floor, that's fine.
Yes.
Where are you standing in relation to it?
Oh shit, it's explosive.
Oh yeah, it most certainly is. She'd be standing about, let's see, okay. I will check what the range on Firebolt is.
I think it's 120 feet.
Okay, I wouldn't be quite that far away. I'd probably be 60. So I could still actually see what happens.
It might be...
Or would you say that'd be 30?
Firebolt might be 60 feet. I mean, it's up to you how close you want to stand. Because how much you dribbling out, and can you actually hit that little dribble from 60 feet away?
That's what I'm asking. So if I have to be within 60 feet, I will do that. If I need to be closer, like 30, I will do that as well. But I'm not being 10 feet away.
Okay. Look at the range on Firebolt for me real quick.
Firebolt is... Fire... 120.
120, okay, I was right. And how much... Just give me like a size on how much you're dribbling onto the ground. Is it quarter sized, dollars, half dollar sized?
Probably about... Probably like a silver dollar size.
Silver dollar size? Okay. You'll have to be within 30 feet to hit that. Without having to roll really high.
Alright, 30 feet.
Now I have Katy Perry in my head. Because baby, you're a fire.
I see
Okay.
what you did there.
So you dribble out about silver dollar or half dollar sized, so about inch and a half in diameter size little puddle of goo. And you step back. And now my question is, what is everybody else? Where are you doing this in relation to everybody else?
Not right by where everybody is resting, obviously. I take it.
Believe it, guys!
Right, okay, so let's say everybody's here. I be over here.
Well, everybody's here.
How big is the explosion?
That's what we're determining.
Well,
now.
I can't see, Tanya. All that is black to me. So.
Oh well, let's
there.
drag your little characters down there then, shall we? Boom! That's where everybody's at.
Okay, so everybody's there. All right.
Yeah.
I would be here.
Okay, so you're gonna go outside the cavern. Well, towards the outside of the cavern. Okay.
Yep.
Could we see the explosion?
Well, that's what we're figuring out. So you dribble a little bit on the ground.
Yep.
And you step back up to everybody standing.
Sure.
You cast a firebolt at it.
Yep.
Let me see something here real quick. Your firebolt right now does 2d10 damage, right? It's your 5th level.
So.
Yeah. So a standard firebolt, when you cast it, you get like a little fist-sized ball of fire that makes a little quarter the amount of viscous fluid you put on the ground, your little doubles in size.
Okay. Alright, so we can do a whole launch and it does the as soon as it's lit, correct?
Yeah.
Did she mention to us that she was about to do this?
No. You guys hear a from outside.
Just the fire beams randomly started.
Sounds like a medium-sized firework.
I'm immediately going to run outside to see what's going on and see if we're under attack.
You do that, and there is... Claudia's not standing there anymore, because she moved back up with you guys. There is a shallow, like, mid shin depth, little singed and dark crater.
Walk over to... She was also going to walk over to see the
crater?
Oh, yeah, Coltash
No,
runs out.
Yeah, Coltash is ahead of her. Yeah.
And he sees that and turns like, Claudia, what happened?
I blew it up.
On purpose?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
So Claudia, the liquid is explosive.
Yes. But the explosion happens as soon as it is lit, so it is not a good... It would not be good for, say, arrows. But for a bomb, you throw? Sure.
Well, now we just need a container that we can throw that won't break on impact, and a wick.
I mean, you can still break it on impact, you just have to aim
Well,
afterwards.
You don't want to break it and then the wick to... I mean, yeah, we could do that, and you could hit it, but for those of us, that don't have fire magic, we could find
There's a thing called teamwork. Are you
metal
familiar with it?
It's, it's not my specialty, but...
I can see that.
But if you're busy doing something else with somebody else, being able to throw a bomb myself would be useful.
Sure. Although we will probably...
Koltash goes back to Ramir now that he knows that Claudia
Everything's fine.
did it on purpose.
That throws
Fair.
That throws my flamethrower idea out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's that volatile, it's not gonna take to a sustained.
Question: when I dribbled the liquid on the ground, were there any signs of corrosion? Like, did it affect the ground at all, or was it inert until lit?
It was inert to lit.
Okay.
So it could go in a...
Because you had to squeeze it with
vial.
your hand, and there's no damage to your hand.
Okay, making sure.
But she's also like
Speaking of...
half fire.
Yeah, no, I think you're fine. Because a fireball doesn't actually create a fireball in your hand, or firebolt. It's a magical spell that goes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it had been produce flame...
That would be different.
That would be another story. Squeeze! Produce! Oh shit!
Yeah, and I am, I am not fireproof.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Fire affinity, yes. Fireproof, no. Which is why we have things like Careful Spell.
Alright. So what else do you guys want to do with these things so far?
I have one more test I might want to try, but I'd probably do that back at the keep.
Okay.
Koltash doesn't really care.
Alright.
But
So
yeah,
you guys-
that's the plan for now.
You guys rest up a little bit here at the mouth of this cavern. And Ramirez indicates that he'll be staying here.
Sure. Wait, so then how are we supposed to get back? Because I rode here on him.
He'll get you down to the trail
Okay.
where there are mounts. Somebody's gonna have to ride double. Aw.
You can have the Cape Brigade.
Do I?
You can have the Cape Brigade.
Who's gonna ride the...
So you guys rest up. You take you take a couple hour rest to get
Sure.
to get your hit dice rolled to get back. Because it's like midday at this point, maybe a little past. And Ramir gets you back down to where you left your mounts tethered to a large rock. 2 horses and a donkey named Carrot.
Donkey.
Is it a badonka donkey?
Is it a donkey? Yeah, it's the hind legs are still like high stepping. He's like in place. He's like nervous.
He's afraid.
But yeah, there was wyverns flew overhead, man. He's a scared little donkey. I will say that Claudia and Ree probably do the double ride because small people.
Yep.
Hey, Wannaroon, I am well. How's everybody else?
I'm doing just fine. I'm not on fire currently.
Yet.
I said currently. Yeah, so we ride out.
So yeah, you guys make your way back towards the keep, and the little path along the marsh is still quiet. Nothing seems to bother you too much. You come across the slaughtered carcass of the first wyvern that you killed here. Kind of move it off to the side and continue going. It takes. I think I said it was a day trip, right? Okay.
You said it was pretty much just one solid day, one way.
Yeah, of traveling. Since you left about noonish, you get into the keep pretty late in the evening. Close to like 9 p.m. ish. So the sun has gone down. Food has already been served. What would you guys like to do?
See if I can get some dinner.
Yeah, they'll accommodate you. They'll give you some leftovers. They have plenty of bread, a couple chickens left over, ham, all that fun stuff.
So, is anybody else that lives there, or are they all done with dinner and off somewhere else? It's just us.
There are a small handful of individuals still in like the dining room area. Some of them have pulled out like cards and dice, and they're just kind of enjoying their evening.
Okay. I just eat dinner and then probably go to bed.
Okay.
Because it's been a long day. I don't think I'll even polish my armor tonight.
Oh.
Too tired to polish your armor? Escándalo.
I guess Alicia's food came. Okay.
So I get my hit points back, get all my
Yep.
stuff that I spent back.
Yep.
Get my lay on hands back.
Mm-hmm. The following morning arrives, and you guys exit your rooms. Same rooms you were in before. I'm assuming Basil's going to carve some more shit.
Yeah, Basil's probably going to be working on different ideas for the stuff. Like he'll probably take some of the liquid and kind of soak it into a towel.
Okay.
Or like a strip of cloth.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably ask Claudia if she doesn't mind lighting it from 30 feet away. And seeing, like, he won't put a lot. He'll just kind of like try and soak it in there, so it's not like drenched and like even dripping to the point. But it's
you're talking about the next morning, right?
Yeah, the next morning.
Okay.
Diffuse through to see if that'll slow burn or if that will explode. Just test out the different properties of it. To be honest.
Okay. So you We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay.
because you guys exit your room and look out over the dining hall, or just the hall, and you can see the individuals, Samuel, Benjorna, Alette and Elaine, and Riva, seated eating their breakfast, and they notice you come down and wave you guys down. Or notice you come out and wave you down.
Sure.
We'll go over there for breakfast.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
the experiments would happen after breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Elaine asks, as you guys take your seats, I trust everything went well.
Well,
we none of us died, and we came back, and Amir has a new place to live, so I think we did okay.
Yes, there might have been three. The group, there were maybe 3 wyverns that escaped, but you should be fine.
Ramir did ask if you guys would be willing to move his couch in there.
Well, of course we will. What self-respecting dragon doesn't have a couch?
Right?
It's already planned.
He was just wondering if you guys needed his help, or if he was cool to just chill while you guys moved it in.
It'll all be fine. I mean, I don't do physical labor, but it'll get done.
I just assumed you conscript Voltash.
Coltash very deliberately looks at Basil.
I ruffle my cape, bros.
Don't push it.
Elaine nods and says that well, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Alette and I have had a conversation, and you're welcome here as long as you need to stay.
And as long as you're entertaining.
Just kind of glances down at Benjorna.
What? I can't ask for something? Oh, you're far too generous. Entertainment is a small thing.
Oh, just hang around with Basil. You'll get plenty of entertainment.
I can believe that.
We're planning to do experiments later if you want to come watch.
Yeah, they might blow themselves up, so you'll get your money's worth out of that one.
Yeah. The
Well,
wyverns,
make sure you do it outside, then.
the wyverns were weird. They breathed fire.
Really?
Yeah. And they didn't poison you when they stabbed you with their stinger.
What color would you say the scales were on them?
They were pretty dark, reddish tinge, I believe. Jeff believes. Basil's
Yeah,
not making up. Jeff believes that they were dark and red.
They were reddish, yeah.
Okay. Then that's what Basil will say.
Well, it's not uncommon for dragons who have the ability to polymorph to mate with other creatures.
Interesting.
Produce some strange hybrid offspring.
Can your dragon polymorph?
No, he's quite young.
Oh.
Which is why I still say he didn't have to move out, though.
So when he gets ready to mate, then he'll be able to polymorph.
Well, I mean, he can mate now.
Have you had the talk with him?
Well, yes, of course.
Oh, good.
But Alette actually bursts out laughing when Coltash asks that.
It's a valid question.
It's an important topic.
It is.
None of you require it, do you?
Hmm? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Okay, none of you require the talk, do you?
Oh. I don't.
It's really too bad Dory's not here for this.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What talk?
Talk?
Actually, Ree probably would ask
say that. Oh,
Yup.
dear.
Yup.
We'll talk later.
We need to
Next week on Esela, the birds and the bees.
a very special episode of Esela, the Power Within.
But no, I don't think that's necessary. We're all fine. We're fine. We're
I
good.
mean, she's a married woman.
We're fine. Do you need something else done around here? Anything?
No.
Okay. Oh, then Goldfish, didn't you want to spar with Samuel?
Alistair, do you need anything done?
Didn't you want to spar with Samuel, Goldfish?
Alistair glances at Koltesh. Nope. 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 He's doing everything he can not to make eye contact with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At some point, he just like looks down, and is like, "Oh, food." Just zero eye contact.
I mean, Koltash has essentially grown up in the military, so.
Yep.
Yeah. We were going to do it yesterday, but then we ended up not being here, so yeah.
That's fine. Why don't you do it now?
The day before yesterday, you were gone for 2 days.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, you know what I meant. What's a day here or there? I mean, especially for you guys, I mean, good. I mean, you're what, 700 plus years old or something?
Are you implying we're old, dear?
Well,
Yes, Benjora, he is implying we are old because we are.
and I'm not implying it, I'm flat out saying it.
I think you and Samuel should go spar.
I want to go blow shit up.
I don't get what the problem is. I mean, elves are
There's
old,
not a
but-
problem.
Okay.
Both Alette and Elaine kind of give Koltesh a look. Just don't. Just stop. Just stop.
Koltash has been around enough to, yeah. He's been around Claudia enough to pick up on that.
It's like, oh, this is where I should not continue.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess Koltash goes off to train for a while with Samuel.
And Ree would probably go off
gets
with
up
Reva.
With Reva. Yep. So Samuel gets up and gives you a good solid slap on the back and nods you towards the door.
And go towards the door.
Okay. And Ree will join Reva. They'll both walk out with you and kind of take up across the keep's grounds, so you're not in each other's ways. All right, and Basil wanted to blow shit up, so let's go ahead and do that real quick.
Claudia, if you don't mind helping.
Yeah, sure. Whatever involves not talking about this anymore.
Cool. Awesome. That's usually what I want to do, but the blowing things up is more fun.
This is, I mean, such a dysfunctional group. Nobody wants to talk about anything.
Oh, I don't mind talking about things.
Claudia doesn't mind talking when it doesn't involve her marriage or things that happened with said marriage.
Or boom boom in the private room.
Bow chicka bow wow. Waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka bow chicka bow wow. Boom chicka boom boom.
So yeah, you guys head outside the keep. I'm gonna say you probably go towards the river, but not the bridge.
Yeah.
In the event that you need water quickly.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I actually, so at the river, are there any, like, fairly sized rocks or boulders or anything?
Yeah, you're in a mountainous region, so there are rocks and boulders. There's some tree stumps too.
Are there any cracks? Like, there's a boulder, like a crack, and then the ground.
Oh yeah.
Where I can put. Okay. I want to take the strip of cloth that's like this long.
It's about a foot long.
And it's been kind of soaked through with the liquid. Like I've kind of like taken the liquid and kind of filled it. And I made sure to wash my hands afterwards and try and get all like the flammable byproduct off my hands. And I'm going to take basically some tongs and stick it in through the crack.
So you're using some of your tinkerer's tools.
To hold it. Yeah, and push it.
It's gonna get interesting later on.
Well, I'm gonna wash them. I'm putting everything that's been touched with this liquid because I don't even want a hammer spark to set that shit off. And I'll ask Claudia.
I hope whatever you use to clean it doesn't react with it later.
And I'll ask Claudia to shoot it, to light it on fire. Wood. What happens?
Come on, baby, light my fire.
What happens?
So Claudia casts firebolt at it, and it is. Did you shove it all the way in the crack, or did you like line a crack?
It was more like I was hoping for kind of like a fissure, and it's kind of sticking into the fissure with like
so kind of like a Molotov boulder.
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of like a fuse.
Yeah. Okay. So you got like, we'll say half of the rag into this crack with the other half hanging out.
Yeah.
And Claudia shoots it with a firebolt. And Koltash, and Samuel, Ree, and Riva. So it's a foot-long rag. How wide is it?
It's like that wide.
About an inch and a half? Yeah,
about an inch and a half, and it's just like kind of like you tore a strip off that you would use to kind of like bandage.
And you soaked
something.
it, okay.
And not dripping, not weighted.
I gotcha. It's saturated, but it's not dripping. I gotcha.
Exactly. It's saturated, yeah. I'm just trying to see if it would slow burn. Or if it's going to be like, or is this like C4 that we saturate it, stick it to a door, and blow that fucker out of the wall?
Koltash, Samuel, Reba, and Ree, all inside the keep. You guys are probably about 60 feet outside the keep. They're pretty close to the river from where they built, so they can easily get fresh water, and they have a well inside, and that kind of, you think that feeds into like an underground water source for the river as well.
We also find a place to hide from any rock shrapnel, or at least I do. I hope Claudia will come with.
You hide behind another rock. Okay,
yeah,
there's plenty of rocks to do that.
A bigger rock, a thicker, bigger rock.
You hear just this cacophonous explosion outside the gate, and Koltash, make a dexterity check. Nine.
Oh.
There, you hear a pink on your helmet.
Okay.
And then you see you hear the tink, and you look down, and there is like this little smoldering, smoking, about an inch-sized rock at your foot.
What do we see?
You two.
A dust cloud.
You two, even though you're hiding behind a rock, within 30 feet, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, sweet Jesus. This is way more volatile than I thought.
What part of when it did the experiment, lights on contact, did you not understand?
12.
Wait for Claudia.
Fine. She's good.
A 12? You ever played PUBG? Stun grenade? There's a ringing in your ear. Your vision is white for a second. Claudia's fine. Claudia's a smart one. Book! Oh shit!
I know how this goes.
And Basil was
Basil-
probably half hiding and half going.
Like, Claudia! Claudia, did it work? Like, I can't hear myself, so I'm just like
Claudia's
yelling.
just covering her ears. She can hear just fine. She's covering her ears.
Yeah. There's just a constant ringing in Basil's ears for probably a few minutes, and your vision is white. You can see shapes. You can't make out what they are.
Claudia, are you okay? Where are you?
In the meantime, Koltash looks
As he
down
walks
at the
away, she's
smoldering
figuring it
rock
out.
at his foot, and kind of says half to himself, "Well, I guess they blew something up."
Yeah, there's a few other rocks in the keep's like little
Courtyard.
in the courtyard grounds too. Like one just happened to hit your helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So after my disorientation clears up,
Yeah.
what do we see?
The boulder you picked was pretty big, so it's just a little rocky crevice. Goes down about a half a foot because there was more rock underneath.
Well, it's kind of like a crater inside this rock.
He's a little crater, yeah.
Okay. I'm like this in my ear. I'm like,
Yup.
So, Claudia, if we ever need to blow open a door, we could do this. That could work. Hell, we could just puncture holes in each of the damn sacks, tape them to a damn doorway, or a wall of a castle, and walk away with a fuse. Well, shit. I don't know what else we could do with these things. It's too volatile. We'd have to figure out a way
to see
to.
if Claudia says anything when Alicia comes back.
Yeah.
Oh, she couldn't even hear you.
Sorry, I wasn't listening, Basil. What did you say?
I said, maybe your ears are still ringing, but I said that if we ever need to blow open a door, I think a rag soaked in this liquid will do just fine.
Probably.
And maybe we should,
As long as we are not worried about structural integrity.
well, I mean, if we're blowing open somebody's door, I don't think we're caring about their structure.
Not necessarily true.
We should probably figure out a fuse. Something we can...
You are an inventor. I trust you to think of something.
The stuff is too volatile. I wish we could figure out a way to dilute it so it could slow burn, and then we could have the undiluted at the end, and that could blow up, or we could use it to coat on arrows, and even just like the moment it strikes like a metal surface, that's when it explodes.
I don't think the dilution will actually delay the ignition. I think it will just lessen the effect.
I want to take a tiny drop. Like a tiny drop. And then I want to kind of take my flint and steel and kind of do a spark over it to see if just a spark would ignite it.
Where are you putting the tiny drop?
Kind of in front of me. I'm gonna try and hide behind,
Claudia is no longer next to him.
most of my body. Well, okay, so I'm gonna put most of my body behind a rock, and I'm gonna lean my arms out, and I'm gonna try and do the spark, and then pull back in.
So you're putting a single drop.
Yeah, just on this. And I'm going to try
The spark immediately ignites it and it goes...
Okay. All right. So sparks will. With that, I will take an arrowhead, and I'll put out like a piece of metal, like scrap metal, out on the ground, and I'll take an arrowhead and I'll kind of dip it in the liquid a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll load it into my crossbow and I'll shoot it at the metal to see if
it'll produce a spark.
The friction will cause the explosion. Yeah.
Your bolt, it's basically bolt, is a metal head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Metal on metal sparks. I don't think that sparks. Like, steel on steel is not gonna, produce a spark, I don't think. At least I've never seen it. Anybody seen that?
When swords don't. When swords clash, they don't.
Swords don't spark. That's a movie.
That's a movie thing. Yeah. But would the friction of the two coming in contact create enough heat for the liquid to ignite?
That's a good question. Let's let fate decide.
Okay.
For this instance, a 1 is a yes, a 2 is a no. No.
Boo! Okay.
Alright, thanks, Yoshi. I will keep that in mind.
What did he say?
He says hitting it head on won't, but if you can get it at the right angle, it might.
Got it. I can't think of any other experiments. I know I want to create some small glass vials, like some small ball-sized ones that I could shoot out of my hand crossbow. Yeah, so I could shoot the vial at a farther distance.
Out of basically your wrist rocket.
Yeah, and spread the oil over in that area, kind of thing.
Okay. All right.
So.
Okay, Coltash. You were having some fun with Samuel. He's not outright beating the snot out of you. He's going through some maneuvers and techniques with swordplay and whatnot. Is there anything in particular that you would ask him, or?
I'm not really. I'd probably just leave it to him to to just. I mean, anything that will make him better at combat, Coltash is all about.
Okay. We'll say you spend the better part of the morning up until lunch when you start getting hungry, basically training with Samuel, doing some different maneuvers that your order, and I cannot remember the name of it. Order progression.
Yes.
Did not go over. Because there are some defensive stances that revert, you start in a defensive stance and you go into an aggressive attack. So order aggression not real big on defensive stances.
Fair enough. It's all about just mow them down.
Mow them down before they mow you down.
Yes, power through and attack.
Yeah. So you guys take some time and go through some motions all morning until Koltesh gets them down, and I will determine what this training time with him will determine for your character.
Fair enough.
What that will do for you, because I have to do that for Ree as well, because Ree's going to get some stuff from the monk she's training with. So lunchtime rolls around, you guys take a break. I don't know if Basil and Claudia would still be out there blowing stuff up.
No, Claudia's not out there anymore.
Claudia's like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Once I did those tests, I was done.
Okay.
Then I was going to tinker on vessels. I can't do anything with glass yet without a forge.
Okay.
So, I mean, unless they've got a forge.
You gonna look around for one?
Sure.
Alright. Make an investigation check.
Where is it? 20!
Yeah, you eventually find a forger on the back of the keep.
Would you say, as a tinkerer, I know how to blow a molded glass?
It'll take you some time, because that wasn't your specialty.
Nope. But I've been around them, and I've seen them do it.
While you're back here, you also see other crafters in the back. Some folks working on some stone, shaping bricks, and a couple artisans working on some stuff. And Alistair's back there as well.
Oh! I didn't know you were a tinkerer, Alistair.
Alistair is currently working on a 1x1 sized piece of stone that he's looks like he's producing something out of. It's
Interesting.
very, very rough. He's only had 2 days.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do the guard thing, but family.
That's fair. If you have any creations you would like to sell, you are more than welcome to sell them in my shop.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not that good.
People will buy stuff, man. People will buy stuff, so let them be the judge. You can put your name on it, and now that you have Claudia's last name, I mean that'll go far in the town of in that town. So
You do know who family number 2 is, right?
I'm just saying. We slap on both those names, and people will be buying those things in droves.
Yeah, neither the Collins or Wingards are really known for artistry.
Well, you could start that.
Yeah, maybe.
You could just add to their fame.
I don't think this will add much to anybody's fame.
You never know if you don't try. Look at me. I try things all the time.
And Alistair never worked on another invention again.
Well, he's not inventing. He's carving. He's stonemasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's arting.
Carving, sure.
He's arting.
Arting. He's arting. You do any glasswork there, buddy?
No, I haven't really gotten into that.
Okay. I'll see if anybody around has any expertise in glasswork, and if they'd be willing to help.
Okay. It takes just a couple minutes, but there is at least one glass blower.
Okay. I'll see if he's willing to spend some of his time to assist me in making some glass vials about the size of a 50-cent piece.
Okay. Make a because it's not going to be a tinkering because you're not using your own tools.
Yeah. Dexterity check.
Yeah, make a dexterity check with advantage because you are being assisted by somebody who knows what they're doing. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Oh my God. Sweet Jesus. Lord have mercy.
Nope.
It takes so long because I am so bad at this.
I don't think this is a business you're gonna break into.
Even if you had advantage.
The guy, the artisan tells you, you blow into the tube and then roll it on a flat surface, and you're like you just can't. Nothing happens. You have to heat it up first.
Okay, all right, I'll keep trying.
You do that. Jesus Christ.
That
The
one
dichotomy.
and that one and a nat 20. Holy shit. Wow.
You wait a while, and it takes a minute. And by a minute, I mean several minutes, like 30 or so minutes before this glass gets up to heat. And your second attempt is better. And you are able to produce one glass ball roughly the size you want.
Okay.
With an opening at one end.
Yeah.
To put the fluid in.
Or a fuse, yeah. Okay. I won't take up any more of his time with that. I'll go work on a fuse. I'm going to take some leather, and I'm going to cut it into thin strips and start weaving it very tightly.
You're doing what with what now? Leather with what?
Leather. I'm going to just take some like scrap leather and cut it into thin strips.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start weaving very tightly. And then soaking that in.
Like a net weave or like a braid?
Like a braid. I'm going to braid it very tightly, like 8 pieces, and I'm just going to braid them very tightly.
Okay.
With a knot at the bottom, and I'm going to soak them in the oil, like not the explosive oil, but just regular oil.
Okay.
And I'm going to knot them at either end. And let it and kind of sit it in kind of an enclosed space so it dries, and it just kind of takes to that, and the oil takes to it, and it kind of solidifies and strengthens itself.
Okay. That'll take you a good part of the afternoon.
Yeah.
All right. What is Claudia doing after the explosive mishap?
That's a good question. Alistair's crafting, apparently, so...
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
She doesn't know that.
She doesn't know Alistair's secret shame.
I mean, so I guess...
Secret shame.
She would go to the room first, or ask around, ask where he is.
Secret shame.
So you go to your room. He's not there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple folks getting ready for setting up for lunch. And you ask where Alistair is, and they point you to the back of the keep and tell you to look for the stonemason.
Okay. Interesting. So, proceed outside. Go there.
Alright. Basil at this point is over with the glass blower.
Yep. Nope. Got it.
Failing miserably first time. Yep.
Maybe that's what he gets to. That's what he just calls out. Heat it first. Go. She doesn't know anything about glass blowing. That doesn't happen.
No, but that's what the blower says. Like, you gotta heat it first.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Alistair is there with a hammer and chisel. Working on a 1x1 piece of stone.
Just kind of casually look up. What are you making?
I don't know yet.
So, just free form?
Yeah. Just it'll tell me. It'll be what it is when it's done.
Okay. I didn't know you liked crafting. I know you
What,
didn't
Danny?
like to be in a guard, but
It's a grave marker.
I'd be a really small grave marker.
For a really small grave.
Are you indicating he's gonna kill Basil?
He's the actual bad guy. It's been him the whole time. He's the
That
final.
would be a real long con. That would be a true long con.
Thanks for the idea,
7
Jeff.
years?
How about that?
Lots of dead people.
Yeah.
You
He,
want to talk about inter-family war? That would not go well.
Yeah, I always kind of liked just working with my hands and didn't really want to join the guard.
I knew about the god part. I just didn't know about this part. That is interesting.
Helped them make some bricks while you were gone.
Oh. That was kind of you.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Something to do.
It's true. Don't worry. You can leave the fighting to me. Your job is to be pretty.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I joke. I'm not good at this. I shouldn't try to do that. I'm not good at this.
It's and he kind of looks up. It's almost time for lunch, right?
It is. It's part of the reason I came to check.
Okay.
But I'll let you work as long as you want before you come in.
Okay.
See you inside. Pat shoulder. That's it. What?
Alright.
There are people around. Pat shoulder patting is what happens.
No PDA!
Yes!
And particularly Basil is around.
Exactly.
Even if Basil's busy, he's still like, will they? Won't they? Will they? Won't
Nope.
they?
Mm-mm.
Nope, apparently they won't.
Nope. Especially after this morning's conversation? Hell no. No.
So you guys enjoy a quick lunch, basically the sandwiches, bread from the morning and leftover meat from the night before and whatnot. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're here at the keep? Anything at all?
I mean, I will keep tinkering if we have time on our hands, but I thought we had a mission to go on.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But we gotta get back to that village because I need to get in my house.
Yeah.
yeah, and we
Yeah.
need to find out what happened to the people.
And Claudia's honeymoon is still happening, so...
No,
And
not
we
an
need,
honeymoon.
and we still need to figure out, what.
Why we were sent here to begin with, apparently.
Well, and-
it's a
and-
part of our mission.
And we still need to find whatever we're supposed to find for Ree,
I guess, yeah.
because
And me.
I've got mine and Claudia has hers, and
I need mine.
we know that the invasion of the place where the gnomes were, where we were before, that invasion was tied into that too. So we need to figure out the rest of the puzzle and find the rest of the other two items we're supposed to get.
Okay. So you have here at the keep, you have people who have been alive for a long, long time.
Yep.
So you have a knowledge base.
Actually, I guess we could. I don't think we asked it if they knew anything about the
vestiges of importance.
Well, I was going to say specifically where Basil came from.
We probably should do
They were
that.
alive back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, I reckon one last conversation with the old people is due.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they are old,
They are, yeah.
And they are people.
you know, even though they
Are
may
they?
not look old.
Oh, are they? What if they're
Are
the
they
bad
people?
guys?
Are they?
Everyone's the bad guy. That's how Basil operates. Everyone
Maybe.
is the bad guy until
Maybe
proven
Basil's
otherwise.
the bad guy.
Maybe Basil was brainwashed.
Doesn't matter, relative.
Do I?
History's written by the victors.
History's written by the victors.
Yeah.
So when Basil's the
Good
victor,
and bad is relative. Yeah.
history will show that he had an invisible horseman. Wow.
History will show that he had boobs.
Well, Basil's okay with
For
that.
a
too.
brief moment in time.
They were nice
Mhm.
boobs. They were supple.
Oh my.
Basil, make a history
Oh
check.
my.
About boobs? Hold on. I gotta find it. Where the fuck is history? Why? Oh, yeah. They got 7.
You briefly recall getting kicked in the junk over said boobs.
It was worth it.
If you rolled higher, you would have felt the sharp pain.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so probably ask about if they knew anything about the incident where Basil was from.
Yeah.
Okay.
That nice little cave system above Hispanus.
Okay. So you guys came in
Finish
for lunch.
up,
You're
or-
all,
Yeah.
yeah, you're all sitting there eating lunch. Alette and Elaine are having a conversation, kind of off to the side, still with an earshot. Okay, Danny's gotta go do something.
It's okay.
All right, we'll wait for Danny to come back. Just a reminder, there is a monthly giveaway. It is for a Pathfinder module called Wrath of the Jotun. To enter that, you can go to that link and enter with your fake channel currency, which are gold pieces. To determine how many gold pieces you have, you just type !gold. You earn 10 gold pieces for 10 minutes of watching. So you can take part in that giveaway if you really want the module. It is, I think, roughly 200 pages. There's a lot of magic items in there. It's a pretty decent module. I just don't play Pathfinder anymore, so it's all yours for the taking. And again, this month's charity is Alzheimer's Association, and they are a group that works towards Alzheimer's care, support, and research, trying to figure out how to avoid catching said disease. Their mission is to eliminate Alzheimer's disease through the advancement of research to provide and enhance care and support for all affected. All of that fun stuff. So throw a couple bucks their way. Get the players some nat 20s. God knows friggin' Basil doesn't need them, but everybody else seems to, except for Basil and Ree. They're good.
Ree finally used a couple last 2 sessions ago.
This is true, she did. But you can get them nat 20s, you can get them advantages, 1d10 inspiration die, you can get them some magic items. So yeah. If you do donate, Tiltify's alerts don't work yet, for some odd reason. So if you do donate, say something in chat so we can go ahead and look and make sure the players get what you got them. You've never played Pathfinder, Yoshi? It is basically D&D 3.75, and it is a free. All of the character creation stuff and most of their bestiality stuff is all online.
Yep. Just don't Google
bestiality, I believe is the word you wanted.
Yeah, don't Google bestiality. Don't do that.
Pro streamer, everybody.
Don't Google either.
Wow. I didn't realize it when I said it.
And how do you feel about Shamaza?
She's a bitch.
The porn version of Pathfinder bestiality.
Yeah.
That's
the bestiary. The bestiary is online.
That's their XXX version. Yep.
Quadruple X.
Bestiality.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Like, I make boob jokes, but wow.
Yep.
It gives a new meaning to D&D Beyond.
I don't think they offered that package to the public.
It's like Bed Bath & Beyond, where you can find anything in the Beyond. Including bestiality.
Holy shit. Yep. You
ever wanted a half-breed between a doggy and an elf? Well, that's where you'll find it.
No, it's husbandry.
It brings a whole new meaning to animal
But
handling.
yes, the RPGs on this channel are run 100% for charity. Please consider donating.
Seriously, it brings a whole new meaning to animal handling.
Oh.
See, now I'm thinking of a classic Tom Lehrer joke about a guy who majored in animal husbandry until they caught him at it one day.
I see what you did there.
I cannot take credit.
No, but I see what he did there, and you did.
In my defense, I'm pretty sure that came out because I just watched a late night comedy show recently where apparently that is legal in 3 states, Hawaii being included. Those poor dolphins.
I muted myself. See? I did it again. You're welcome.
Good. It's what's far less distracting.
I am learning.
Anyway, oh dear God.
But yes, we were here.
We were about to have a conversation over lunch.
Lunch, yes.
Lunch. We're loudly exclaim, I wonder where we go next.
First we ask about incident, and then we ask about history. Other history.
And then where we can find magical items and how to beat bad guys. Yes.
Yeah. Alrighty. So what do you ask first?
First thing to ask about would be the place where battle comes from. That incident. Yes.
Yeah. You guys.
If they know anything.
When she says my name, I just kind of wait.
Yes, the small one.
Yeah.
Let me see if they know anything. Let me check my OneNote.
The note of one.
A note of one. Yes.
So, Cultish, did you enjoy your sparring match with Samuel?
Oh, yeah, I did. He's really great.
He's a good instructor.
Yep. But you probably already knew that.
Well, he doesn't instruct me, dear.
He's sitting
Coltesh looks like he's about to speak and then thinks better of it.
Behind Benjorna, Samuel's like...
She just smiles.
Coltash smiles back and just nods.
Let's see here.
By the way, a donation just went in.
Oh, it did. $20. Wow.
$20 for. First of all, thank you.
Yes, thank you, whoever did that. I bet it was $2.
It was $2. Look at that. 2 nat 20s, each for Claudia and Coltash, because Basil and Reed don't need them.
Kind of baby back bullshit is this?
Thank you very much, Tuna. Your donation is appreciated.
You're welcome.
So bull crap.
Hey, you're an admitted
It's
hoarder.
true.
You don't
Yep.
need them.
I'm saving them for the final battle.
You assume you're gonna make it that far.
You also assume that's going to be any time soon.
Well, by then I'll have like 30 and... Yeah.
What do you want, kitty?
Saving
Alright.
a kitty.
Yeah,
Saving
she's
for
yelling
one
at me.
with a stubby tail.
She just don't want the stubby tail.
Yeah. She's adorable.
Yeah, she doesn't jump up on the desk because she's too fat to get up here. I went to the wrong place. Why is... Okay, still the wrong place, Tanya.
Basil, I have a question for you. Basil,
Yes.
Yeah. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you able to modulate? I just wonder because you have a habit of annoying some people, and I'm wondering if you can adjust the level of that or not. I can help you fine-tune that.
No, it's a choice. It's always a choice.
Okay.
I mean, some things just happen to be annoying no matter how you do them. But it is a
I
choice.
find that depends on your audience. A
Yeah,
change
well,
of audience and it's not.
currently, my audience is the same 3 people. So,
No, well, they'll get used to it. Don't worry.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll eventually become, like nose blind per se to my antics. Numb to them, and then I'll have to either come up with new stuff or stick with the
That
old.
gets really hard the older you get.
Well, I'm already pushing 100.
Oh, you're a baby.
Not all of us are blessed with
No wonder your
immortality.
cheeks are so pinchable.
Not all of us are
adorable.
blessed with agelessness.
I know. Some of us are very lucky.
If you got any to spare, I'll take it.
Unfortunately, it was not my gift. But hey, you just find yourself a deity and cozy up and do some sort of praying thing. I don't know. It's not my business.
Well, my
That'll
dad.
work.
My dad's kind of a dick. He's the god of.
Consider
genius.
finding a godparent god.
A godparent god. Somebody else to
Consider
pray
that.
to. Koltash has 2. He's got the god he prays to, and then his mom, who he also prays to. It's far too many gods to pray to.
That's a lot of godliness.
It's a lot. I wonder if that's why he compulsively buffs out his armor.
Well, his armor looks quite splendid. I'd say it's working. You could use some outfit fine-tuning as well.
It's magic armor. Doesn't get dense.
Let him do what makes him feel better, dear.
Alright. To each their own, I guess. To each
Do
their
we
own.
not have to stretch anymore? Are you ready?
No, I think I'm good. Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
The whole time.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's good RP. I mean, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That's fine by me too. I just wanted, if you that's that thing to get to, I don't want to step on it.
I'll let Elaine kind of stop the conversation when you ask about where Basil is from and what they might know about it. the rest of the group, Binjorna, Riva, and Samuel, all kind of look to those two to, like, you know, spill whatever beans need to get spilled.
Get that protein out. Continue. That wasn't even that bad.
I don't know. I mean,
I can vamp more. Don't even worry about it. I can fill space.
Elaine leans forward and says, yes. The home of the mountain gnomes. Dirtosa.
Huh, so that's what it's called.
Well, it was called that, yes.
Interesting.
We're not entirely sure what they held, or why they were attacked. We can assume that it is because they had something that the, somebody in another ward wanted. But we're not sure what.
Interesting.
Do you know of any ways to make it easier to communicate with the gods? Kind of looking specifically at Olette.
Yeah, Alette gives you a grin, like just half smirky looking grin. Pray.
That is not my preference. There's no other way.
Kinda gotta be very devout.
I have found that is not true.
Works for me.
Okay, thank you.
And really just one god.
I suppose it is easier when you are not related.
I would think that'd make it easier.
I believe that very much varies by god. Koltesh seems perfectly content. I have my issues.
Yeah, she's got daddy issues.
You have no idea. Actually, I suppose Koltesh does, but whatever.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think I got the best deal out of all of us, because the other parents are...
Ree's parent seems interesting.
That's one word for it. I'll just say less than stable.
Did you guys mention who the deities were? They know about Claudia.
Yeah, I know.
But did you guys mention?
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned all of them.
Okay.
I think, except for maybe Ree. I don't know if we mentioned.
Oh, we talked about Ree's dad or mom.
Dad mom thing, yeah.
Dad mom thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so we did, and Koltash was straight up with him.
Okay. Yeah, they can, the dad mom thing, they can kind of put two and two together. That takes a moment. Your father, she points at you, Claudia, is probably one of the most busiest deities.
Death comes for all, so I suppose that makes sense. But even when he is present, it is not pleasant.
Well, I mean, he is the Lord over death.
Which he seems to She just kind of stops. She's gonna say something and doesn't say it anymore.
Is he? What's your issue with him?
He's oddly flexible at times. Not to my benefit.
What do you mean?
Further than that is a personal matter.
Okay.
But there are difficulties. There's nobody
Alrighty
but
then.
her. Yeah.
Oh, the soul thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still not real thrilled about that.
Well, you know. And she kind of points to Coltesh, and you're fine. Your mother talks to you.
Oh yeah, I pray to her. And it's a little weird because I've been used to praying to Sodar all my life, being part of the order and all, but so it's kind of strange praying to my mom, but it seems to work. I just say, Mom, and talk and pray, and
So
if she can, she'll answer me. I mean, I understand that the limitations they have on dealing with us because reasons, and not interfering and stuff, but there's sorry, yeah, I'm sorry.
So you'd say you're very devout to Sodar?
Well, yeah, I pray to him every night, and certainly every time I'm in combat. I mean, combat is prayer.
Try actually praying in combat. Not just performing the act of combat, but try actually praying in combat.
Okay, out of character. Coltesh probably has been all this time. It hasn't occurred to me to say it.
Ah, okay.
But, I mean, that would be part of what they do as,
okay.
The order of aggression.
Okay. Just keep that in mind, though, for next time you're in combat, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. Sorry, I guess that was an assumption on my part, because that's...
Well, because you always mention that...
it seems logical to me.
But you've only...
Sorry, go ahead.
But you've only ever mentioned, like, you'd be praying at night or in the morning. So I assumed you were just praying at night or in the morning.
Well, I mean, it's...
But I understood...
I mean, it's like the medieval knights and, praying as you go into battle.
True. But I never envisioned that because you never said your character did it.
Okay. And... Alright. Sorry. I mean, that's
okay.
In my head, that was, I guess, because I thought we had talked about it at one point, and so I've just been...
We may have.
Been the assumption in my head. It's been...
Again,
it was
Alzheimer's Association is here for a reason.
Well, and it was months ago. It was months ago. It was. Okay. I think it was part of the, early, session 0 or, very beginning.
Okay.
Check out the YouTube playlist.
But yeah, just for future reference.
If you were Betty White doing a commercial, you would automatically hold up the can with the label out.
I would. I would do that. I absolutely would.
Just for future reference, just make a mental note.
Okay.
Just to say that you're mentally doing this thing, so I know what's going on.
Okay. No problem.
And Alette kind of nods to Basil. And your father?
Atix, the crazy genius. The crazy genius.
Does he talk to you?
He laughs maniacally in my mind.
Oh, but just so you know, Sodar isn't my dad. Ela's my mom.
No, I know.
Otherwise, he'd be a god.
Yeah,
Well,
not just a half.
Yeah. But you're devout to Sodar.
Yeah. And now my mom.
And now your mom.
Sorry. Shut up.
It's okay. I'm very devoted to Fiona, and she speaks to me from time to time. And your father just laughs.
Yeah, just laughs. I've tried talking to him twice. He played a prank on me once, and then just laughed in my mind the other time. It was irritating.
He played a prank on you? That doesn't sound like Atix. That sounds more like, and points to Ree.
It wasn't an elaborate prank. He kind of just like tripped me up a little bit. Like it wasn't. If it was her dad.
Parent.
No, like I thought I could have sworn that.
That was the trip was Ree's parent.
Was that okay? No.
Yeah, that was
he's
Ree's.
He's only laughed in my mind. That's all it does.
Okay.
He just laughs. I've yet to see the genius part, and currently have only seen the insanity part. I'm hard pressed to believe that there was a genius part to begin.
Okay. And we'll skip Ree for now, because she's not here.
Mm-hmm. At first I thought I didn't have parents, but now I know I have one.
They are real. I have seen them.
Just like ghosts. Do you have ghosts here? You've been here a while. You must have seen one before, right?
And if you've been here for 700 years and you have all of these people who work here who aren't immortal like you are, then you must have had generations of... Where is your cemetery anyway? It must be pretty big by now with all the people that have died over the years. You know, all of the maids and cooks and blacksmiths and everybody who's passed away. There's bound to be a ghost in there somewhere.
Have you ever tried a seance? I'm very qualified if you want me to be part of it.
Jesus Christ.
It's almost like she's here.
Are we wrong?
Wrong?
I hope Dory watches.
Yeah, I hope Dory watches
this. She could have this playing in the background during her spring break.
No, I'll just make a highlight of this to say Ree's here in spirit.
Oh! Tis.
Hold on, I'll go back.
That's good. That's good. She's here in spirit. Instead of playing D&D with y'all, Dory is having fun. Whatever.
So rude. Bug! That hurts. That hurts right here.
Wow.
Oh my god. Alright, so Alette has
Troll
this...
wars with chat.
Alette has this...
It's not even here!
Alette has this brief conversation with you guys about your deities. What else did you want to ask?
You said you all traveled most of the continent? Land?
Yes, of course. Elaine answers.
Sure. There was one thing I have been... Well, okay, out of character question. How long has Nicopolis been around?
It is one of the older cities. Probably since before the Gods War.
Oh, so, okay, quite a while. Alright.
Yeah.
Got it, never mind.
I mean, not as big as it was. Or is.
Sure.
But, yeah.
Because Claudia's trying to figure out would they have been around. Because she knows, like, the story of the last name and how they got it. But how old our actually family is and how, like, whether that would have been before that time of them adventuring or after, that would be what she's curious about. It's like, do you actually know the origin? Because she's got the heirloom and all that, but...
Well, you know who might be best to answer that. A resident dragon lady.
Oh dear, we could have a wonderful time. Except I don't actually know what Ben Jordan would know. Oh.
I don't know. What would Ben Jordan know?
I ever bullshit for...
So... What exactly is Claudia asking?
So she would ask, what the dragon that her family associated with, like, do they know which dragon it was or is?
Yeah, Ben Jordan knows which dragon it was.
Oh yes. I must say I'm familiar with the dragon your family helped assisted.
As a matter of fact, Ben Jordan just helped one of that dragon's offspring. Or not Ben Jordan, but Claudia just helped.
Yes. You don't see the family resemblance, dear. There is a gold and silver dragon. What? Yes, gold and silver. Didn't you see? No, I know that, but so the Ramirez, the child of the dragon? Yes, that's how that works. I thought you didn't need the talk, do you? You must have had a terribly boring wedding night. Claudia just puts her head in her hands.
Coltef says they were all drunk. As far as I know,
at this point in time, Alistair did come up, and I wasn't drunk. I didn't have anything to drink.
He's just still...
Well, Claudia's sister sure did. And Claudia did too, didn't she?
Claudia did too.
Yeah.
She'll actually turn to Alistair. You're supposed to be on my side.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to lie, but you also don't have to tell the truth all the time.
So that's why they're on their honeymoon now.
This is not the honeymoon. I refuse to count it. But regardless, dear, yes, I'm familiar with the dragon. Ramir's a child of said dragon. Do you know where the dragon is now? Because I have the scale, but I don't... No, I don't have the scale.
No, you have the scale. You have the scale.
Okay.
The dragon is deceased.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Well, dear, the dragon passed on. It was quite an old dragon. No longer alive. Oh. But, look at it this way. You've done your family duty. You helped the sentence of the dragon. I suppose I could look at it that way. Thank you. But so it is true. It's not just some buffed up noble story. Not as far as I know, dear. I can tell you the dragon is real. What your family did in regard to that dragon, well, it looks like you'll have to get in contact with an ancestor.
The dragon, that dragon. Did the dragon have a name?
Dragon did have a name.
Gohan.
Bob.
Tim.
Bob the dragon.
The dragon's name was Nessia. That is good to know.
Okay.
You have to keep in mind, there are a lot of memories I have up here. Takes a while to sort through things sometimes.
Yep, it's great getting her to talk to herself.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. And that way, whenever you figure out how the whole talk thing works, you can tell the story to your children. And Claudia's head is back down. Her head is just against the table. Her hands covering it.
Cold Hash just...
If you're concerned, dear, we can have a in detail talk about it later. I suppose I could talk to Alistair, but that would be a little more awkward. Samuel, you could do it. That'd be less awkward, I suppose.
Actually,
no.
They don't need any talking. Trust me.
Oh, you're just the shy one. It is always the quiet ones, isn't it? She'll wink at Alistair.
And Coltash will kind of elbow at Alistair.
Alistair gets up and leaves the table and goes sit elsewhere.
Claudia leaves too. It's just like, nope, done. I asked for questions, I'm done.
They've lived sheltered lives.
Yeah, they've never really dealt with, like, middle-class people.
No, they grew up...
Outside of the mission... Claudia's dealt with some, because she's been on missions all the time. She has. That doesn't make her any more comfortable with this subject, though.
No.
They grew up rich and uptight families. They can't help it.
I suppose that'd do it.
So, you mentioned Dertosa, where, there was that. Is there anything else you know at all about what happened there? I mean, we know there was an attack there. It was agents of Ishir that attacked to get the item of power that was there. That is probably supposed to be for Basil. Did you know that it was agents of Ishir that attacked there?
It was an assumption. It's the closest netherworld city, for lack of a better term. We're not, like I said, we're not sure what they took. We do remember when it happened. I mean, we had reports that said netherworld agents attacked. It wasn't something that was on our radar back then, though. Well, yes, it was, because we were off over near Nithlanora.
Right. So that's 1 and 2 and 3, but there's at least one more. Are you aware of any?
There's far more than at least one more.
Right, but we think that there are 4 key ones just because I don't want to sound like I'm coming off all stuck up or anything, but, it's been made pretty obvious to us that we're part of this, and we're supposed to have these items of power, or these artifacts, and I don't think it's any coincidence at all at this point that there were attacks against the very items that were supposed to be for us. I mean, when
Whether
we
they're
went...
specifically for you, or luck put you in a place that would keep it out of the hands of the Order of the First, that can be up in the air.
Well, be that as it may, do you have any information on any other similar occurrences, attacks with and some item of power being taken or attempted to have been taken?
Off the top of my head, no. Give me a day or two to research. And, we'll see what we come up with.
That would be a huge help, because, you know, we need to find some direction to go from here, aside from back to
Ambrasia.
yes.
At which point Alette's like, you probably don't really want to go back there.
But that's where her house is.
That is also where the Order of the First is.
We could go get rid of them.
Yeah, well, we saw how that went the last time, but if they were there if they were gonna kill everybody there, why would they have stayed? There wasn't anybody left.
They're not gonna kill everybody there.
They might even revive some of them. It makes for a good narrative.
We could kill them.
I'm sure you won't be painted as the villains at all. Memories can be changed.
Well,
it's not really that difficult, honestly.
Actually, Claude, Benjorna would have
I know.
that spell.
Yeah, that's why I checked.
If she wanted to demonstrate said spell.
Basil, dear, do you mind helping me with something?
Did she have a smile? Can I get an insight?
Of course she has a smile.
I would like an insight on this person.
She wants you to help her with something.
You can certainly make an insight check.
Fuck.
Let's see.
I have a +6 in insight too. Damn it.
Higher than her deception.
She's legitimately asking you to help.
What do you need help with?
I just need you to come sit by me and relax. Or stand. It won't take very long.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You seem.
Basil, I'm not lying right now. And if I was, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Basil. What are you afraid of?
She's like a wily one.
What? She's more wily than you?
Yeah!
By
That's
far.
what I'm afraid of. She's more wily than me.
Elena's grinning at this and moves around the table to sit next to Koltesh for a second. and leans over to Koltesh. If he agrees to this, tell him whatever you want to tell him that you don't want him to know.
Okay. And Benjorna just patiently passed the spot next to her, waiting.
It's not touch. It's 30 feet. So.
Oh, okay. No, she still pats the spot next to her.
Basil, don't you want to learn a secret about Koltesh?
I have all the time in the world, dear. We've gone over this.
You're still wily than me.
And what can you do about that precisely?
I could run away! And I get up and I run away. I use expedient retreat, and I bolt.
As he is running away,
Actually,
do the thing.
Actually, you don't use expedient retreat. Alette gets in on this and casts counterspell.
No!
Yes!
I'm still running. It doesn't stop me from running.
Where
are you gonna go?
Away!
All the workers
I'm gonna go hide. I'm gonna find a.
You know what? No. You know what? You know what? No. You know why? Whole person.
Oh.
Claudius had a rough day of it, and if this is a chance for somebody else to be in the spotlight, taking it.
Thank you for the follow, Straticus.
Thanks, Straticus.
Yeah, Claudia. We'll say, you know what? Cause Alistair probably would have moved as far away from the head table as possible.
He catches him.
I mean, you would have ran right past Claudia and Alistair.
Yeah, between whole person and Alistair, you get caught.
Yeah, you caught.
Yes, Basil, why don't you go have a seat? It is your turn. Alistair just pick him up and take his
Yep,
and there's
Alistair
no response because he's held.
Because he's held.
Yep.
Sits you like you're mid-run. Can't sit you on the seat and put you down next to it.
All right. And she'll do the thing.
Well,
Am I
hold
still
on.
held while she
No, that's right. Yeah. Well, hold on.
Koltash, what secret do you not want Basil to know about you?
Oh.
Anything.
I don't know that I have any secrets that.
So just something you don't want him to know. Maybe not a secret.
Embarrassing childhood memory. Anything.
Maybe you think his
middle
beard
Oh,
is
right.
handsome.
So I will relate the incident of when he was.
How long does the incident take you to relate?
Yeah, it was the not very long. It's the where he was
Suffered some defeat.
yeah. What was it?
This is one of the backstory incidents.
Yeah, it's one of the backstory incidents where he was
what's his face beat the crap out of him. Yeah.
Right. When he was young and you know new to the arena and thought he was better than everybody else, and he got his ass handed to him by somebody older. Nabak, yes.
Nabak, yeah.
I was trying to find it in my notes.
Yeah. So Koltash relates to like Basil that he got his ass handed to him by somebody named Nabak.
Okay. That'll do. Pink.
Basil, make a wisdom saving throw. And I know what
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I have +6 to wisdom.
Yeah,
Suck
I see
it,
that.
nerds.
I see that.
You NPC nerds.
It's alright. What was her DC? Do you remember?
For DC, I'm trying to think. Well, after, let's see, at 15.
After 700 years, I would think it would have been pretty high.
It's pretty high.
Let me check. Hold on, let me check. Let me check
Alette's
DC because it's going to be
Sure.
substantially higher than Alette's. 25? No.
Okay,
A,
yes, no.
a DC of 30, or
She
Or
has...
actually, when we were playing,
She has a 26 or higher.
that's ridiculous.
Because my Let's DC's a fighter is 21. They have a lot of magic shit, man.
I don't know how you get a DC of 30 though.
Be alive for 700 years. And obtain a shit ton of magic items that'll help you be better at what you do.
also have charisma out the wazoo, like because her modifier is already
Charisma
8,
was 22.
just base.
Yeah, it was high. It was high.
Oh, that's a 20.
Elaine's like, yeah, put him back where you caught him.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Put you back where you were caught. Hold person wears off, and you keep running. You guys aren't gonna do this to me!
Yep, I run, and then I activate the mantle, and I dive into the ground. And
You have no idea. You have no idea Basil was moved.
It's fine. They're not going to see Basil for quite a few hours now.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, I mean, that's...
But we love Basil. Basil's
I don't.
You just have to wait for when Basil comes back. That's when the bad thing happens.
Oh, God.
Hey, wait a minute. If this was supposed to demonstrate to Basil, but he doesn't remember any of it, then you're going to have to lift it so he'll remember, and then he'll remember the story that
No, you just tell him.
No.
You just tell him what happened. With the exception of your story.
Yes, you just tell him, do you remember the story I told you? And he'll say no.
But
he might lie and say yes, but
he won't believe me. He won't believe us.
you don't seem one much for lying. I think he would believe you.
Oh, I doubt it. He doesn't believe anybody about anything.
Yeah,
He doesn't. No. He doesn't trust people. That doesn't mean he always thinks they're lying. That's not the same thing, dear.
The demonstration wasn't just for Basil. It was really for all of you to show you that they could have something capable of making the entire village forget.
Yes.
Well, I didn't need a demonstration. I believe you guys could do anything.
Sure, but this is a more practical one. It's kind of like hearing how to swing a sword as opposed to having the sword slung at you. It's a little different.
Okay.
Dolette's like, yeah, and that was kind of entertaining.
Very much so.
See,
Room and board paid for the day.
See, I did tell you if you hung around with Basil, you'd be entertained.
Oh, yes, he's quite easy, honestly.
Yeah, it makes me want to punt him.
I mean, but physical pain's easy. Mental manipulation, now that is satisfying.
Oh, you shouldn't discount the satisfaction of kicking somebody.
I don't do physical labor, dear.
Oh, I know, but just so you know, it can be as satisfying. Just
How
saying.
satisfying when I see him kick people, pointing to Samuel. That works for me.
See, well,
It's vicarious.
it can be just as satisfying if you're the one doing the kicking. So,
I'll take your word for it.
Alrighty.
So yet another uncomfortable meal.
As
You know what's
always.
I feel like this was less uncomfortable than some
True,
of the other
it
ones.
was only partially uncomfortable. There were some uncomfortable people and
always.
some people who were not uncomfortable, which is actually a step up.
It is. Because normally it's just everybody's uncomfortable.
It helps that Claudia's family isn't here.
Yes.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Because that's instant discomfort.
But yeah, Alette says that you might not want to go back to Ambrosia. At least for the time being.
Claudia's not there. I never asked questions.
Ha ha. Yes, just Koltesh. And Ree, who is oddly quiet.
Yep. Are you sure you don't have ghosts here?
She's still contemplating the cemetery.
Yep. Yeah,
She is. She's like,
that plays, actually.
Actually, she might have gotten up and wandered away looking to where they buried the bodies.
To see if there were ghosts there.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Ree is now wandering the halls of the keep.
Which means it's just me.
It's just
Goldfish!
Who's always long on conversation. So,
Indeed he is.
What's it like to live so long? Do you ever get bored?
Well, when I get bored, I find things to entertain myself. Sometimes it's people.
Oh? Well, like who?
She'll point to you, Claudia, Alistair, and then in the vague direction of where Basil and Ree left.
Oh, well. But I'm sure people like us don't come along every day.
No. Then I look to the staff.
You know they're not staff, right?
I call them that. What? Do you want me to number them instead? I can keep track of all those names. They're either numbers or the staff.
When she said look to the staff, Koltash will turn to look at them.
Oh, not quite like, you know what, that works, sure.
I don't see anything.
It's different mindset, dear. Different mindset.
What do you mean?
Well, some people find entertainment by, let's say, watching a fight.
Oh, yeah.
I find entertainment in everyday interactions between other people.
Oh. Okay.
And sometimes I tweak those interactions. Not always at the level of your short friend, but a little bit here or there.
Yeah, well, whatever sharpens your blade.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'll let it lie.
I wasn't lying.
I get the feeling you and Ree get along very well.
I guess. I don't talk very much very often.
Talking just seems like you talk just fine to me.
Well, because I'm the only one here. Usually if we're all together, it's Ree and Claudia and Basil doing most of the talking, and then Basil will say something to piss me off and I'll clock him or pick him up by the scruff of the neck and toss him a few yards, and then we move on.
Sounds like a healthy friendship.
I don't know that I'd call it friendship.
I don't know that I'd call it healthy.
Sounds like a
Koltash looks perplexed.
They all know, dear. They all look perfectly healthy to me. You most especially. Though I must say, it looks like the Claudia, was it? Claudia. She seems just a tiny bit more healthier than you. Just a sliver.
Oh. Well, we have had to get her fixed up a couple of times. At least once. That time where her skin turned into lava and we had to take her to the
lava?
Yeah. Well, she would get out of control and kind of explode and things would happen, and it was always with fire. But at one point her skin turned into lava and it was all black and crackly with, orangey, glowy stuff peeking through.
This is the god of death, not fire.
Yeah, this piques Alette's interest quite a bit.
Well, it's always been, there was some sort of incident too. I don't know what it was because she won't talk about it much, but something happened back when she was younger that kind of made her family kind of clamp down hard on her. I don't know what though.
Maybe that's why she's so uptight. She needs to learn to relax a little bit. But seriously, the fire thing, that's... She's looking at Alette.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, there was more than one time where she just spontaneously blew up, which, fortunately, in most cases, it just helped us because it, hurt people that were attacking us. So it worked out mostly.
She never told you why this had happened?
She doesn't talk about herself much. She talks about the rest of her family, but not herself.
Interesting.
I'd be a little more concerned about the random explosions if I were you.
Well, when I do get concerned. I mean, it hasn't been happening as much lately now that I think about it, but you never know. But yeah, we had to go. We happened to be in Masanos, where I'm from at the time, and so we took her to the temple and got her fixed up, got her skin back to normal.
I guess that's good.
Well, yeah, because she was having to disguise herself.
Also, I imagine it looked terrible in the wedding pictures.
Well, it was fixed by then.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know that. I mean, it didn't look like it hurt her. And honestly, something like that happened to me, I don't know that I'd be all that upset about it because it looked kind of cool. I mean, certainly would be an asset in combat. People would really freak out at the sight of you.
I suppose, but she seems like one who prides control, and randomly exploding doesn't really seem like her.
No, it really pissed her off. She wasn't happy about it at all.
You should probably poke her more about that.
No, that would be a very, very bad idea.
But it would be funny.
I'm sure it would for people to watch it, but I'm not going to be on the receiving end of her being pissed off at me. I've already edged close to that, and I'm not. If you want to poke her about it, be my guest. But
I mean, I could, but it's not really fair. She can't do anything about me. I'd squash her.
Well, that's maybe why you'd get some answers out of her. Because I could poke her, but I can tell you straight up, she'll never tell me anything that she doesn't want to.
I suppose.
Okay. So,
You seem quite diplomatic. Maybe you should be the spokesperson for your group.
No, that never works out well.
Seemed fine to me.
Well, according
Did you fart in someone's face? Was that it?
No, but Claudia says I'm too direct to be diplomatic.
So you're like a bull in a delicate something shop.
You don't know how to lie. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, not very good at it. It's better I just don't say anything.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, I particularly, Claudia coming from where she comes from and her family and all, I learned to just shut up and let her talk because apparently I don't know how to talk to rich, powerful people.
They do like their asses kissed a lot.
Yeah, particularly her brother. Her brother's a dick. He won't fight me. He won't fight me fair. He uses his stupid spells and shit.
Is he a wizard?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's probably why he used spells.
Well, yeah, but that's not real combat. When, I'm asking him to duel me and then he uses spells. I mean, come
Did you
on.
specify with weapons?
Well, that's just a given, isn't it?
No, not at all. Just like if I dueled Claudia, we would both use spells. It would be a magic duel, not a physical one.
Well, where I come from, the physical is really the only thing that counts.
But you're a paladin. You use magic.
Well, yeah, but when we're dueling in the arena and it's just one-on-one, it's all about physical strength and ability, and we don't use...
You never enhance yourself. I know there are spells that can do that.
Well, yeah, I do, but not when we're, supposed to be dueling in, physical combat. If it's a physical, you just don't do that.
So, if somebody was able to get away with cheating, you could make a lot of money. Duly noted. Masanos, was it? Okay.
Yep. and now Jordan and Samuel are gonna travel to Masanos and they're gonna make a ton of money.
The only thing better than having money is having more money.
They may be powerful, but the people who monitor the duels in Masanos.
Oh, Sam wouldn't go for it.
No, he wouldn't.
But also, he doesn't really need it.
Alette might.
Alette might.
Elaine wouldn't.
But Coltash will say, well, then the next time we're back at Claudia's place, I'll be sure to word my challenge appropriately.
There you go. See? You are learning. You're quite good at this. I think you need to give yourself a little more credit than you do.
Oh. Well, maybe
Claudia
you should
should
tell
probably
Claudia
still be
that.
Claudia should probably be primary, but I could see you as a reasonable secondary. Ree seems too flighty, and Basil's more concerned about line than line efficiently.
Coltash laughs at that. Yeah.
Not inaccurate.
Accurate assessment.
Okay.
Right.
So the rest of the day goes by.
Yep.
You probably step outside with Samuel again, and he shows you a few more things, and I'll determine. Like I said, I'll let you know next week what that does for Coltash. And Elaine and Alette go to do some research. Would anybody be joining them in the researching of stuff?
Claudia would, because that involves not talking to Benjorna.
Basil would have gone back to the tinkering area and tried to forge another glass ball and worked on more wicks.
Okay.
Different size ones. And
make a dex check again for me.
Alright. Mother lovin'.
It's you get a glass something, not a ball. It's like a solid glass marble. All right.
You could use one of those nat 20s you've got banked.
I could indeed. I mean, I'll work on it until I get at least one more.
Okay.
So.
Then I'll have you forego the roll, and you just work through the evening until you can get no Delval, no Ree,
No re. Yeah.
Nope.
She's off being a college student enjoying spring break.
Yup. And I think this is where we'll call it for today. I still
Okay.
have to go do food shopping.
Sure.
And I will get stuff figured out for next week. What you guys discovered during your research, and all that fun stuff.
And they said it would take
Well,
2 days.
You know, if you show up when we start Delval, you can see the whole thing.
Oh, sugar snap peas.
But look, you get to see Beard and Beard Jr. for at least a little bit. We'll go ahead and do some announcements, and then we'll be out for the evening. It's all worth it. Yes, the beards are worth it, I guess.
Quick question: do we actually have any entries into the current giveaway?
I don't know. Do we have any entries into the current giveaway? Let's find out.
Because I want to say, just like, hey, if you enter right now, you have a 100% chance to win.
Yeah, no, there are none. So you have a 100% chance
sign
to
up.
win.
You enter one ticket, you will win.
That's how,
Was it the snow one?
White
Whatever?
Snow? Snow White?
Yeah,
White
yep.
Snow. White Snow 101 got 3 minis. I had to send those to Australia.
So yeah, enter one. You'll win it.
This month's giveaway, Wrath of the Jotun, a Pathfinder module that is actually pretty thick. It's a interesting module, has a bunch of magic stuff in it, all the little stat blocks and everything you need to run it.
You are obviously not in sales.
I'm not. CompUSA hated me. What are you doing with your computer? Oh, you're just gonna surf the internet and check your email? This $400 machine? Up your alley. Why didn't you sell the $800 machine? Because they
don't
didn't
need
need it!
That, however, is not sales.
No.
Trying to convince somebody to buy something they don't need.
It's conning.
Yes, that's not sales.
Yeah, no. That's
Sales is
I
identifying what the customer does want and then finding what they need and getting it to them.
Let me show you this $5,000
Alienware.
Alienware.
Well done. Accurate.
You're gonna use Windows Really Good Edition? Here you go! For those of you who don't know what that is, Google it. It's hilarious. So yeah, the giveaway is Wrath of the Jotun Pathfinder module. It's a interesting looking module. I wish I could have ran it. I might actually convert it to 5e someday and run it. But that day is not today nor tomorrow, and probably not any time this year.
Yeah. So enter the raffle and win it so she can send it to you and change what item is in the raffle, because just like a kid who won't eat his dinner, that plate is going to stay in the refrigerator and come out again for every meal until it's eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
So somebody win this, or you're going to be hearing about it every week
Every
until
month.
somebody wins it.
Yep. Every single stinking month.
I think that's how. Isn't that how like Snow ended up with 3 minis instead of 1?
Yep.
Because 2 months went by.
Because the followers who won those minis didn't contact me back. So they got put in I don't want these minis anymore thing.
So
And literally, I have a
Millions of
box of
things.
freaking minis that I'm never going to use. Anyway,
Mini
my second
minis.
announcement. Yep, my second announcement is always Alzheimer's Association. The RPGs on my channel run for charity. You can donate by going to the banner below and clicking on it. It'll take you on over to Tiltify. Let us know if you do. Otherwise, it'll blow right by me and I won't even realize it happened. And I want to show my appreciation for you donating money to the charity that we choose for the month or 2 months that we have it out there. Next week, I will be DMing Saturday night on Girl Streamers. So, come check that out. It'll be 8 p.m. till midnight. Don't know what they'll be doing. It'll probably be
Eastern Daylight Time.
That is Eastern Daylight Time. And then in the coming months, oh dear God, I will be getting up at the butt crack of dawn, 4:30 Eastern Time, to DM on Girl Streamers for hopefully some European girls, so they can take part in some D&D on a Saturday morning.
They'll be up nice and late.
Yep, it'll be a late morning, early afternoon for you European folk. I am fucking crazy.
You look so happy about that.
I am. I just don't know what to do. And getting up that early, I'm gonna be so fucking tired, and I want to be a good DM for them. We'll see how that goes. Probably be like a drunk DM at that point.
So maybe you can actually do some session prep
make it
for
better.
them.
Why? I don't do session prep for my Saturday night.
Well, see, that's the point.
No, but I'll probably
Maybe
do is
actually
I'll
doing
run them.
session prep will help you when you're very tired and falling asleep.
Yeah,
Danny,
what I will probably
she doesn't do physical labor. Bringing it all back.
God. Anyway, those are my announcements. I'll be back on Monday night for some Xbox fun as I play through my backlog of like almost 20-year-old games. But tell us who you are, where we can find you, and yeah, Alicia.
Hello, I am NNG9 on Twitch, where I live stream video games and curse a whole bunch. You can also find me on Twitter at NNG98. I am a player in Tallswell's game, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Saturdays for the Vice. I'm a player in this game. Tallswell also has his 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time Dungeons and Coffees, where we talk about the previous session and other tabletop-related news, and sometimes Drag Race for 2 minutes. Also puns.
Oh my God.
Drag Race Season 4 starts this Thursday. 10.
10.
4?
Dory!
I was like, did you just go back in time?
No, I was looking ahead to All Stars 4.
Dory! I'm a sad panda, and I'm not here. But I do paint jackets for charity. You can look below in the panels for that information. Jeff!
Hi, I'm Jeff. I'm at monkeyface2014 on Twitter. I retweet things. It's fun. Yeah.
And Danny.
Yes, I am Tuna North and Chat. I'm Colin65 on Twitter, where I don't really tweet much except for the things I'm in, which include, as you've already heard this, because you've been watching it, and Tall Squall's campaign on Saturdays, and Dungeons and Coffees on Sunday, when I'm able to wake up that early, which isn't always, but was this morning. I also, relating to Device, have a YouTube channel, now a playlist on my YouTube channel, where I have music relating to and inspired by the Vice campaign, some of which has actually been used during the stream, and one piece in particular, the Creepy Music Box Song of the Feeders, is very triggering for the cast.
Can't imagine why. It's triggering for the people who watch too. Trust us. We like every time that comes on, we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, right. And Dory would say, "Stay hydrated."
Stay hydrated, guys.
and Before we are out. Yes.
Yep. Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. I'm ready for it.
Puns!
I wonder if the TV repair business is down the tubes.
I'm sorry, Twitch. Also, Dory, if you're watching this, we miss you. We'll be back next...
This doesn't really substitute well for you.
What do you mean? It sounds great!
I think you don't qualify as very qualified.
I'm extremely qualified! Shut up!
You're not super qualified either.
Anyway,
So, Jeff, where can we find you?
We already said!
Oh, he did?
He goes before Danny.
I forgot.
I go bloop.
Never mind. You're good.
We'll be back.
You can find me at
It's right
Tosh
here.
Machina on Tuesdays.
There we go. See, that's why I
Geek
didn't
and
remember.
Sundry.
That's why I didn't remember.
Oh my god.
I am Brian Wayne Foster. Stay
There
tuned,
we go.
my friends.
There we go.
Anyway, we'll be back next week for hopefully a more organized role-playing session.
It will not be more organized.
It could be. You don't know.
It will not be more
There's not a
organized.
chance.
Yes, I do.
Basil's going to be mostly working
Call me
on,
psychic. Not
making
organized.
more glass globes.
You don't know.
And
You know,
This is
just
the
for
one
that,
of-
yeah.
This is
just for
potentially
that,
one of
I'm
the
gonna
most.
introduce ghosts.
Yeah.
This is potentially one of the most shiny groups of people I've ever played with.
Anyway, guys. Hey, we'll see you next week.
Bye, Internet.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
bye.